Welcome to Dear Diary, the Self-Love Podcast. This is your place to dive deep into personal development and self-love inspiration, connecting you to your intuition, your body, and your higher self, while unlocking and activating your confidence and inner power, inspiring you to show up and choose you over everything else that gets thrown in your way. And instead of listening to the limiting beliefs running around inside of your head, we will explore a variety of topics from conquering your fear, letting go of doubt, stepping into self-awareness, trusting your intuition, along with a ton of self-care tools that I'll be sharing along the way, with solo sessions and a magnetic guest list of remarkable souls. This is my platform to empower others while using my voice to share my self-love, growth, and healing journey. I hope this podcast serves you well and you get as much value from it as I do from sharing it. So here we go. Oof, I think a lot of people need to hear this one. This is for those of you currently in the thick of it. This is for those of you who are stuck in the muck. This is for those of you who have these stories and you just go round and round and round and round and round with them. This is for those of you who just feel like you can't catch a fucking break. This is for those of you who just say, when is it ever gonna get easier? I'm speaking to you. So I invite you to put all the things down. I know, like myself, most of the time I'm listening to a podcast, I'm like doing dishes or cleaning or this or that or da 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 da. This is gonna be a quick one, I promise you. Put everything down if you can and just get present for a moment. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just land here just for a minute. You can pick back up everything as soon as we're done here, I promise. And the reason why I ask you to get present while you listen to this is because I really want you to hear the words that I speak, because they are being channeled right through me from a place of deep, deep knowing, from a place of understanding exactly what you're going through right now. Yes, the stories may be different. Yes, the patterns may be different, but it's all the same. And there's so many of us right now going through this season, these seasons. Oh my gosh, is it going to get any easier? Why can't it just get easier? Why do I have to wake up and feel this way every day? Why do I have to go to bed stressed, reliving this day and just being so disappointed with how it went? Why can't it just be effortless? Why can't I just feel inspired? Why can't I just be satisfied with my life? Why can't I just feel successful and wealthy for once? All of this work, and for what? Is this what I'm destined for? How much longer do I have to endure this? I have felt it all. And I can tell you from the bottom of my heart that you are not alone. I can also tell you that it's normal, and this is part of your human experience. And it's okay. In fact, the more that you show up in these moments of yuck, and the more you lean into them with compassion and grace, the quieter that you get, and allow them to be present instead of pushing them away. You will find the wisdom within. You will find the hidden teachers within these moments, within these stories, within these patterns and these loops. See, here's the thing. Getting present with what's alive inside of you, I say this all the time, but I don't think people quite understand the fact that you have to do it over and over and over and over and over again, because we're always going to get off track. We're always going to get sidetracked. There's always going to be life, right? Unless we're just hanging out by ourselves all day in the peace and quiet. And even then, our mind comes in and just nope. So the more that you can get present with what's alive inside of you and be open to receiving the message that it's trying to give you, the more you're able to move through it with flow and ease. See, here's the thing. You weren't destined to struggle. All of those things that you want to do and those ways that you want to be and those things that you want to create, they are meant for you. You are not meant to struggle. But struggling is part of the experience. When you have the capability and the awareness to trust in the wisdom within these struggles, that's where the magic is. Prioritizing listening to your body, getting still, having self-care practices, allowing your body to rest, setting boundaries. These are all ways that help you experience the lessons within these things that are happening to you, right? Are they really happening to you? Or are they happening for you? You're just so busy and so stuck in them that you don't see the value. You don't see the lessons. I just did 2 sessions, 2 interviews, 2 conversations with my coach, Lindsay Reuter, and we talked about stepping into our power, listening to our inner voice, utilizing the tools in our tool belt to extract, not distract, our experiences and see what's underneath them. Shedding the layers and really grounding ourselves in what is instead of what we think is. So, I invite you now to think for a moment about a story that you've been telling yourself. Maybe it's, I'm just busy and I don't have enough time to do what I really want. I'm so tired at the end of the day because I have all these commitments, but I can't give them up because it's things that I need to do. I'm so tired of spending my time with this person or in this place, and I just don't want to do it anymore, but I have to. I'm struggling to feel this way, but I keep feeling that way. I'm tired of being treated this way by this certain person. I keep finding myself in these relationships that are just toxic. I don't have any support. Nobody cares about me. I'm stressed. That's just how it is. It is what it is. So take a moment and think about your story. What is your story that you keep telling yourself that's keeping you stuck in the story? And you can pause this if you haven't come up with it yet and really just sit and think on it. Maybe you have more than one story. Maybe you got a whole list of stories rattled off right now. Now I invite you to check in with yourself and see, what does it feel like inside of your body when you think about that story? Maybe you feel tense or tight. Maybe your heart's starting to beat a little faster. Your head is starting to get foggy. Maybe you just want to stop listening to this right now and go back to doing your dishes. Or maybe you're just disassociated and numb and you can't feel a darn thing right now. Maybe you're so busy being busy that you don't have the time to think about anything right now. All of it is welcome here. All of the feelings and the sensations in your body are welcome here right now. But here's the thing. What's underneath that story? Is there an unmet need? Is there a defense mechanism that's running on repeat? Is it a sign that you're operating on your unhealed system? What does that mean? Are you operating on your unhealed systems? In other words, when we were little and our needs weren't met, and we maybe had the best parents ever, or maybe we didn't. Either way, our needs were not always met. It's impossible, even for the best parents. But when you were little and those needs were unmet, something inside of you turned on. And you then had to meet your own needs from a different way, on your own. Hence, where defense mechanisms were born. And that's okay. But now, 20, 30, 40, 50 years later, are you still operating from that defense mechanism, from that unhealed place that your 5-year-old self had to come up with because mom was just too busy to pay attention? Or dad wasn't around? Now what are you feeling in your body as you listen to these words? What's showing up for you? Maybe you really want to turn this podcast off now. Maybe you're curious. Maybe a light bulb went off. Oh, I know why I'm a people pleaser. I had to be good in order to receive love. I had to try my best in order to get any attention. Or maybe I had to stay small and be quiet so that I could feel safe. Now, how is that showing up right now in your stories? Just questions to ask yourself. But here's the thing. We can't get curious about these things when we're spinning all the plates and wearing all the hats and doing all the things and checking all the boxes. And that, my friends, is when you find yourself operating from these unhealed systems on autopilot, going through the motions. And in reality, some of us are responding to life from our triggered inner child, not our adult selves. So, what if, while you're in the thick of it, going through all of the muck that is this life right now, what if you just allowed yourself a moment to breathe, to be with yourself, to get quiet, to get still, and just open yourself up to feel any feelings that come up? Is that scary? It can be. The more you do it, it's not. When's the last time you allowed yourself to have a really good cry? I mean, in the shower, tears running down your face, or screaming into a pillow, or just crumbling to the floor, because whatever it is that you're experiencing in life right now, you've just had enough and you're at your breaking point. Have you allowed yourself to break? Maybe there's fear there that if you break, you're not going to recover from it. But what if you breaking down was exactly what you needed to clear out and release all of that stagnant yuck? All of those hard feelings and those contracted emotions that just feel like, when is enough enough? Maybe enough will be enough when you allow yourself to feel it and move through it. So today I give you permission. Maybe you already have things coming up for you right now. I give you permission to feel today. No matter what that is, and maybe it's not bad. Maybe you're having a really good day listening to this, saying, I don't resonate right now, but I did last week when it was really rough. Allow yourself to feel all of the feelings. Allow them to flow freely through you so that you can release them. And they're not going to be gone forever. But I can promise you, the more you sit with yourself, the more you listen to the nudges inside of you, the more you get quiet and listen to your inner voice, the less resistance you're going to feel and meet in the outside world. Starting to prioritize your body and your emotions instead of all the doing and all of the results you're looking for. Honoring rest and self-care instead of just going through the motions and running yourself ragged. This is my permission slip to you. Do this more. Listen to this podcast episode more. Go pull up YouTube and listen to a guided meditation. Pull up Spotify and listen to some classical music or some frequency sounds. Just get present with yourself and see what's alive inside of you. Because chances are, if you're going through a hard time right now, there's something inside of you screaming, just listen to me. Just listen to me. Go listen. I promise there's something there to hear. It's the answer that you've probably been looking for, but you've been too busy to stop and sit down and listen to. And just know that whatever comes up, it's okay. You're not wrong. You're not bad. It's not going to destroy you. And if you need support, reach out to someone, to me. This is your permission slip to check in with yourself. Listening to your higher self. Listen to your inner voice. And do it slowly. But stop standing still in your muck. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm grateful for you showing up here today, listening to this. This was actually longer than I wanted it to be. But I think it's important. You have all the time in the world to do this. And if you feel like you don't have time, make time. I promise you, you'll find it. And I'm going to leave you with this. I release freely what no longer serves me. I am embracing the unknown and welcoming change. I am expanding into my unlimited potential. I clear this space, this body, and this mind of any intentions that are not aligned with my highest good. I fill my heart with love and light. And so it is. I love you. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you around. And that is it for today's episode. I hope that my words activated and inspired something inside of you. And if they did, please share this episode with a friend or on your social media, and feel free to tag me so that I can say thank you. The more people who hear these words along their path, the more we can help inspire and heal the world. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave a review. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Sending love and light until next time. I'll see you soon.